So the other day, I found some cash in my jacket pocket, and I thought to myself, how can I get the most sim racing fun out of this $60? And I came up with a challenge. Start from a cheap racing wheel and flip my way all the way up to a direct drive wheel with a full motion rig. Now, I know that sounds almost impossible because a full motion rig with a direct drive wheel can range anywhere from $1,000 on the low end all the way up to, who knows, ungodly amounts of money at the high end. But I'm always up for a challenge, and even if I fail, I think I enjoy the process more than the end result. So if you want to see how far I can get with $60 in the world of sim racing, please subscribe and join me in my adventure. So let's dive right into step 1. To do this, I'm going to leverage Facebook Marketplace because I think that's where all the good deals are. And honestly, I already spend way too much time on it looking at useless stuff anyway. Now for my first wheel, even though I have a very tight budget, I have 2 things that are must-haves. Number 1 is force feedback. Number 2 is that it must come with pedals. Without those 2 things, even at $60, it's not even worth buying. You're better off just playing with a controller. So on the low end of sim racing, there are 3 types of force feedback. Number 1 is gear-driven, number 2 is belt-driven, and number 3 is a hybrid of gear and belt. Since this is my first and temporary wheel, it doesn't really matter which one I get. What's more important right now is the price I buy it for and the price I sell it for. So I found a few local listings for a Thrustmaster TMX, Thrustmaster T128, and a Logitech G923, and they're all roughly around the same price, but I'm leaning more towards the Logitech because it has 3 pedals instead of 2 on the TMX and T128, and the seller is including the H-pattern shifter, so that seems like a better package overall. I have 3 little kids to take care of during the day, so I can only sneak out at night.
So I'm in the middle of nowhere right now, and I can't believe I'm doing this at 10 p.m. on a weekday for a $60 racing wheel. But this lady who's selling the wheel has very good reviews, so I think I should be okay. But hey, for a good deal, I'm willing to go anywhere. So let's hope this thing is in good shape.
Alright, so we are back home. I am still alive, thank goodness. But here we are, we have the G923, and I really did get this for $60. I think I got really lucky because I think it's one of those cases where the lady didn't know what she was selling. Maybe it was her son's and he doesn't play with it anymore. This is the good thing about these budget setups because a lot of them are casual sim racers and they fall in love with it really quickly and also fall out of love with it very quickly as well. So it ends up collecting a lot of dust, as you can see in this case. It's very dirty. I haven't really tested this, so I'm kind of, I just kind of took a risk at $60. But anyways, I'm gonna clean this up and hook it up to my PC and see if it works. Well, there's a lot more pet hair than I thought there would be. Is that a dog or a cat? Alright, so this is my temporary setup. I just flipped my work desk screen around so I can play here in the corner on the side. By the way, when I say I'm flipping, I'm strictly speaking of sim racing gear. Like for example, that PC is something that I already had. The monitor, something that I already had. And I assume if you're getting into sim racing, you already either have a console or a PC and a monitor or a TV anyway. Maybe some don't, and if my channel ever gets big enough, I can give some of these things away, so subscribe. But anyways, it is the moment of truth now. I'm gonna hook this up and see if it actually works. Alright, so far working pretty good. I had a G920 before, so I know exactly what it should feel like, and everything is working good. Like I said, this is a temporary setup. Hopefully I can soon get a actual sim rig so that I don't have to be here. So yeah, I think we did very well for our first buy. Now we gotta see how much we can sell this for. I'm gonna take some pictures and list it again on Facebook. And so if you enjoyed this content, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and see you guys on the next one.